In today's video, we'll be discussing the gods and the demons in Ashes of Creation, who you can worship, which religions you can follow, and also who the primary antagonists are going to be. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to go over the story of creation in Ashes of Creation. Now, there were 10 gods in Ashes of Creation, however, these later became the Order of the Seven, and let's go into why. At the very beginning of creation, there were 10 gods who controlled all of the life force in the universe. The universe was boundless opportunity. Now, there's this thing in Ashes of Creation called the Essence, which is where magic comes from in Ashes of Creation, and the Essence is one with the gods. There are different planes of existence. Verra is on a plane quite far away from the Essence, whereas the gods live alongside it. They are the Essence, they are the embodiment of magic and opportunity and power in this world. So we have 10 gods at the beginning of creation, and these 10 gods created one race to have stewardship over all creation, and this race was called the Ancients. However, the power of the Ancients grew, and a rift was created within the 10. 3 of them separated from the others and began to teach the Ancients the secrets of the Essence. When the other 7 learned of this, there was a great celestial battle. Eons passed, and as the fight continued in the Celestial Kingdom, the 3 began to lose. When the fight was complete, the others and the Ancients were banished by the 7 into the void. The 7 found the error in their ways of only creating one race to have stewardship over creation, and decided to split their qualities into 4 races instead of 1. And this is how the humans, elves, orcs and dwarves came to be. Now, there are the others, the Ancients, and the 7 gods in terms of the deity level power in Ashes of Creation. Even though the Ancients were created by the others and the 7, since they were taught everything they knew, they were elevated to the plane of gods in terms of their power. The others are the 3 gods who embrace teaching all facets of the Essence to the Ancients. And through certain quest lines in this game, you can actually decide to worship the others, although there is likely not to be an organised religion, or if there is, it will be more cultish. It won't exist in a religious node. However, the 7 gods will exist within the religious nodes, and each religious node can have a temple to one of the 7. Now we have the goddess of love, the goddess of creation, the goddess of fate, the goddess of hope, and the goddess of truth. Now we don't know what the other 2 gods are in terms of that 7. However, we have already been told in a separate wiki article that there will be a temple of truth, a temple of hope, and a temple of fate. So you should be able to worship each of these 7 gods, providing different religions, different quest lines, different perks, and a different hierarchy of players within that religion, benefiting certain types of players. We are unlikely to know much more about the pantheon of these 7 because Stephen Sharif has specifically said that he wants players to explore this in the game rather than be told about it beforehand. However, we do know a fair bit about the Ancients. Now the Ancients, these beings created by the others, are going to be the main protagonists in this game. They want to come back to Verra, they want to seize their power as the initial stewards of this land. Now, the Ancients learned from the others how to use the Essence to achieve immortality. And the reason they know about Verra is because of King Atrax, who discovered magic and used the Essence in order to achieve immortality himself. The Ancients were drawn to this, and now they want to come to Verra in order to exploit the Essence and take back their place. Now, so far we know that there will be lieutenants, captains, generals, and raid bosses that are all Ancients, and they're all going to take different forms because the whole perversion of Essence through the corruption is to take creation on the material realm and twist it and bend it to the corruption that exists within the Essence, because they view that as a more powerful form of creation, a more raw and arcane form of what magic is meant to be used for. Now, the Ancients race exists in this caste-orientated system because the Essence has a profound effect biologically, physically, and visually on the appearance of the creatures that are manipulating it and are corrupted by it. The grunts are the peons or soldiers on the front lines who are specifically geared towards combat or magic utilization, or specific environments or climates. Lieutenants have wing-like structures and more symmetrical appearances. Captains and generals are also ranks in the caste system, but we don't know exactly what they look like, and there will also be large raid bosses and or world bosses that are monolithic in their appearance and unlike what standard creatures look like. These are huge, imposing creatures. Here is a little image of a lieutenant of the Ancients, and you can see they look very imposing. They look quite alien-like. It looks like something potentially inspired by a kind of Stranger Things-esque D&D type creature. So I could imagine that a large raid boss or world boss would be like the massive evil entity in Stranger Things, and that would be pretty scary if that was attacking Verra. Now, it's important to remember there is also the Tulnar religion, and the Tulnar are the beings that are in the underworld. They were unlocked as a goal during the Kickstarter project. Now, the Tulnar religion is a combination of all of the religious beliefs of the major races, as well as some pagan beliefs of the minor races. These minor races exist in the world as NPCs, and they are orcs, goblins, giants, those sorts of things. And we've actually been told that if you are part of a religion, the religion will send you to dispatch these minor races, just like how Christians would go dispatch the pagans back in when the Romans invaded the UK. These religions will go send you to dispatch these minor races. So there will be another religion that's the Tulnar religion, which is more like a combination of all of the other religions in Ashes of Creation. Now, it's important to know that the different orders of religions do focus on different races. For example, the three orders we've been told about, the Order of Hope, the Order of Fate, and the Order of Truth, are linked to different races. The Order of Hope is an alien human order, the Order of Fate is a Kaivek orc order, and the Order of Truth is a Pyrian elven order. Now, there is also this quite cool aspect of the game called the Light Pact, and this is an alliance of all of the different orders of the Seven created by the major races in Verra in order to understand the Harbingers. And these are the comets that have a lot of magical potential, and they cross the bridge between the Void, the Essence, and the real world, and they are what brought the Ancients to Verra. Even though the orders are from different temples and religions of primary gods, the Light Pact brings them together in order to subvert the aspirations of the others and the Ancients, and those who seek to pervert the essence through the means of corruption. There are key individuals within the Light Pact and within religions that no longer have an objective that ties to the overarching meta-narrative. They mainly want to bring all the different religions together and take down the Ancients and the others. So, to sum up, you've got the seven main gods, you've also got a slight pagan aspect in the Underrealm, then you've got the three others that are like the evil gods you can worship, and you've got the Ancients who have come back into Verra, and their invasion is going to slowly rise up as the whole world has to take notice of it and fight off this invasive alien godlike force. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have an amazing day, and thank you.